welcome to my easy living guitar lesson in chord and melody style. Hi my jazz friends all over the world, Sandra Sherman here. Greetings from Austria. You can download all the lesson material like the tab, the Guitar Pro tab and the backing track from the link down below in the info box. Please also check out my lesson shop guitarversum.com for more lesson material like this one. And now let's get started. We're in the key of E flat major and we have a classical jazz standard song form AABA. Each of these sections is 8 bars long, so we have our usual 32 bars. We start with the first section is 5 bars. So we start with E flat major 7, I guess you know this, 6, 8, 7, 8. Then I bridge over to the C and to the B flat, which is still here. And I go to a B flat diminished chord, 6, 5, 6, and that's actually a substitute for a C7 flat 9 chord. All right, I have a video where I show how this works, that diminished chords substitute dominant chords. Check it out, I put a link up here somewhere. Then we go to the resolution chord of C7 flat 9 or B flat diminished, that's F minor 7. That's 1, 1, 1 up till the G string. Then I climb up the B string, the E string. You could also bar this. Usually I don't get a good grip down here by barring, so I have a better grip playing it with my thumb. To the A flat. And here we go again with diminished chords. That's a C diminished chord substituting for a D altered chord now. 7, 8, 7, 8. And since diminished chords repeat themselves all 3 frets, 1, 2, 3, and I have my melody up here, I can take advantage of this. That's still a D7 flat 9. Then play the D and go to a G minor 9. So that's a resolution. G minor is the resolution of D7. That's 10, 8, 10, 10 in a 4 strings. And I'll bar over to catch that C up here. 11th fret and B flat minor 11, 6, 6, 6, 4 to a tritone sub. So that's a 2, 5 would be E flat, but the tritone sub is A7 flat 5. So if you take E flat 7, I could have played this like this. Okay, the melody is here. You can do that, but it's boring. So what I do is I substitute the root for the tritone, a tritone below, and what I get is an A7 flat 5. It's still the same chord, well, not chord quality. It's still the same intention, but a different sound. Okay, so A7 flat 5, 5, 5, 6, 4. And going down to A flat major 7, A flat in bass, C, E flat, G. That's the melody. To the D flat 13 chord up here. Yeah, here we go. 9, 9, 10, 11. From A flat to G. And now a G7 flat 9 in the shape of an F diminished chord. So 12, 13, 12, 13. Glide down to the E flat. And the resolution of G7 flat 9 is C minor again. So this, we all have 5 ones, but it's substituted, or actually it's not even a substitute, it's just an extension of a 7 flat 9 chord, the diminished chord, and it resolves to C minor in this case, 8, 8, 8, 8, oops, and then the D. So that was the first phrase. I repeated at slow tempo for you now, so you can follow along. 3, let's get a little closer. 3, 4. If you're into chord melody, check out my chord melody starter pack with 5 easy lessons from my channel here, packed into one single package for best value. I put a link down below in the description box. Check it out. Phrase number 2 are the last 3 bars of the A1 section, and we have 2 5s here. F minor 7 is the first one. As I think you know this. F, 10th, 8th, 9th, and all the way through the 8th fret, and you strum through the 5 strings. And B string, D string, to its 5 chord, B flat 13, 6, 6, 7, 8, and B flat 7 sharp 5 for more tension, right? Oh, sorry. To G7, cowboy chord, 10, 9, 10, 8. And this is the beginning of a 2-5. Well, a dominant chord is not exactly a 2 chord, I know that, but for G goes to C, the next chord will be C. And whenever you have this distance going down a 5th, you can do what I call the Sandra's bass run. Right? Via the 5th of the chord, which is below the root, flat 5, takes us perfectly to the root. So, and then a C7 flat 9, in shape of a diminished chord again, 7, 8, 6, 8, that's E diminished, right? And then the same thing for F minor to B flat, F minor 9, 8, 6, 8, 8, via the 5th, flat 5th, and root of B flat 7, sharp 5, 6, 6, 7, 7. So I usually mute the E string. Alright, so here's phrase number 2 at slow tempo. 3, 4. For the A2 section, please repeat the first 5 bars. So that was phrase number 1, skip phrase 2, and now go to phrase 3, that's this one. And that's the second ending, so the ending for the A2 section. We are here at the F minor 7 chord again, so the first bar is almost identical. F minor 7, going to B flat 13, but now we don't go to flat 13, we stay here and play the B string again. Resolution E flat 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, and again I go down to A flat minor 7, no bass, just the whole chord immediately right now. 5 chord D flat 9, so that was 4, 4, 4, 4, and D flat 9 is 4, 3, 4, 4 on the inner 4 strings. Going to another 2, 5 that takes me to the B section. D flat, that was D flat 9, so D flat minor 9 is here, but I can't bar this is uncomfortable, so I play it like this, 4, 2, 4, 4. I have a tension video out here, up here on YouTube, check it out. D flat minor 9, and again to its 5 chord, so that's what you learn in this video, the Sandra's bass run and the diminished substitutions for dominant chords. Alright, here it is at slow tempo. 3, 4. Welcome to the B section. These are all 8 bars of it, and we have a key change to the B major scale. B major 7, 7, 8, 8, 7, and I have a little line, I made a little line that leads me to the A flat 7 flat 9 chord in the shape of a C diminished chord, 8, 7, 8, 7. So how I do that is I start from one of the tones in the chord and end on the chord tone on one of the chord tones of the upcoming chord. So that's the way you connect one chord to another. Play it again. And now what we have is a melody against the D flat minor 7 chord that doesn't really fit because it starts with a D and it goes D, E flat, D, E flat. So now, what am I gonna do here for the arrangement? if I play this against the D flat minor chord, it sounds terrible. It's just a chromatic line. So I also couldn't do any sixths that I usually do, or any thirds, because they don't belong to the scale. So what I did is I just harmonized in octaves. 10, 7, and mute the inner string. So 10, 11, 10, 11 goes to the G flat 9 chord. 9, 8, 9, 9, 9 all the way through. Melody. That leads me to the B6 9 chord. 7, 6, 6, 9. I could have also done a major chord, but the 6, 9 chord is very handy here. And then it leads me to the E flat diminished chord, or A flat 7 flat 9 chord again. So that's the same as this one. They're both diminished chords, or A flat 7 flat 9 chords. 6, 7, 5, 7. Twice. Then again. Same phrase, G flat 9. Melody. B6 9. And now we have some more chords here. A flat minor 7. Need to bar this to catch this one. 4, 4, 4, 7. 4, 7. Going to F half diminished. 8, 9, 8, 9. To B flat 7 flat 9. That's a 2, 5 in minor. F half diminished to B flat 7 flat 9. Again, diminished. And this shows you F half diminished to F diminished. That's the 2, and that's the substitute for the 5 chord. 2, 5, 8, 9, 6, 9. And I go in there with my index, play the E flat and the A flat. Glide out. I like to have my fingers in touch with the strings that I'm on. So don't, pull them away. Just stay here. G minor 7, 10, 8, 10, 11. Then a little fill. G flat 7, 9, 11, 9, 11. G flat 9, sharp 9. Here would be the root, your G flat. We had the G flat 9 before, and I was the 5th on top. Now, if you move this to here, you get the flat 5 or sharp 11. But I can't play all of it, so I omit the root. The ear here is the root anyway, because we just had it. So where we have now is 8, 9, 9, 8. G flat 9, sharp 11 chord. Right? And that takes us to F minor. Again, I could have harmonized this somewhere up here, but it's too high. So what I did is I just played 6th notes. 13th fret, 10th fret, both strings, 8th fret, and then 6 and 7 of the E and G string. And that takes me to its 5 chord, the B flat 7 sharp 5, which we had already. All right, here is the entire B section at slow tempo. 3, 4. Check out my chord melody playlist. There's hundreds of chord melody tutorials on there, and I think you're gonna like one or the other. If you liked my easy living tutorial, please give it a fat thumbs up, share the love and the knowledge, subscribe my channel, and I hope to see you next week. Servus, baba.